Wimbledon. It's simply the greatest gig under the sky.
Nothing like an old rocker, but good to see Pat Cash can still get away with it. Just. And there's nothing like a golden oldie either, and you could say that's the case on court today, because for the first time in the history of open-era Grand Slam men's tennis, all 4 semi-finalists are over 30 years of age. A place in the Wimbledon final is within touching distance, and by close of play today, we'll know who'll be fighting it out to become the Wimbledon men's singles champion for 2018. And so, in match-up and draw order, here are the 4 who are aiming for a place in Sunday's final. Gentle giant Kevin Anderson rocked Roger Federer on Wednesday. The big serving South African saved a match point, came back from 2 sets down to prove he's got the perfect game for grass. Facing him is the equally gigantic John Isner. The American has fired down 161 aces so far, and his booming serve has also proved to be unbreakable. Can he maintain that groove today? The second match sees 12-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic back in a Wimbledon semi-final for the first time since 2015. The 3-time winner looks back to his best and has a look in his eye that means business. On the other side of the court is Rafael Nadal, a 17-time major winner. Rafa is back in the semi-finals here for the first time in 7 years. He last won the Wimbledon crown in 2010. A year later, he was beaten by Djokovic in the final. But the Spaniard is fresh from his 11th French Open title and hungry for more Grand Slam glory. So here's how Friday looks, and all the drama will be played out inside the world's most famous tennis arena. Centre court is very much the centre of attention today. First up, it's Anderson versus Isner, and then it's the clash of the titans, Djokovic against Nadal. It's the 52nd meeting between them, the most played match in the history of tennis. What a day we have in store for you, and you won't miss a thing with us here on the BBC. But it's not only the business end of the men's singles, it's hotting up in the doubles as well. 2 ladies doubles semi-finals are first on court 1. Melikar and Peshka take on Dabrowski and Zhu, and then Rozlowska and Spears against Krejcikova and Siliakova. And then third on court 1, it's almost an all-British battle in the semi-final of the mixed doubles as Jay Clark and Harriet Dart take on Jamie Murray and Belarusian Victoria Azarenka. And the wheelchair championships continue today, and there's some great matches on court 17. Later, the British pair of Alfie Hewitt and Gordon Reid take on Gustavo Fernandez and Shingo Kaneda. And following that, Britain's Lucy Schuker and partners Sabine Ellerbrock as they take on the Netherlands pair of Marilyn Bowes and Annick van Cote. But one result to bring you already today, and disappointment for Britain's Alfie Hewitt, who was last year's French Open champion, beaten by this man Stefan Olsen, the defending champion. This was match point, a roar from the defending champion, and he is through to the final again, putting out Alfie, who did win a Paralympic silver medal in Rio as well. So disappointment for Alfie in the singles, but he'll be back in the doubles later on. Plenty of tennis to look forward to. The crowd's building on Henman Hill. Crowds building around us here too, up here by Henman Hill. It's absolutely wonderful atmosphere. Yes, give them a wave. You can give a cheer as well. These two got a big cheer, I can tell you. Boris and Pat coming up here. Oh, now Pat, that opening. You're very rock and roll, aren't you?
It's really weird seeing yourself upside down. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
You did enjoy that, though,
I did enjoy it. I do like these montages, these things they put together. Rock and roll. I did one last year with a guitar up here on the hill. That was fun. I like that sort of stuff.
It is.
And I've got to keep the Pink Floyd t-shirt.
I was going to say, and I love the band and I love the song. Excellent.
Good choice, good choice. Boris, semi-finals day. Now, for me, it's a big one because, you know, you want to be competing for trophies, don't you, in the final? Nobody wants to lose just short of it.
Yeah, we're getting to the business side of the tournament. Everybody is now informed to reach the semi-final. That means the tournament was already good, but you want to make it great. Now, this is what at stake today. You know, Isner and Anderson has never been in a final. Obviously, Djokovic and Nadal have multiple times, so it'll be interesting how both players straight up.
Yeah. How did you feel on semi-finals day, Pat?
Well, the first time I was pretty young, and so I was very excited about playing this guy called John McEnroe. So that was really exciting for me. I was exhausted, absolutely exhausted, because I played a whole lot of doubles matches. So I just didn't want to sort of embarrass myself, and I played pretty well. I lost in straight sets, but I just felt that there was more for me to come. And then of course the year that I won, I was playing Jimmy Connors, who was about these guys' age. In actual fact, ironically, we sort of looked at him and went, "Wow, he's pretty old." But now we regard, that was he was still a lot to give. So, but I felt like I should beat him. So I felt a bit of pressure, and the old guy was pretty cunning. You know what Jimmy was like? He tried every trick in the book to
You're reliving it again, aren't you? You're reliving it again. Anyway, we are going to analyse the two semi-finals here this morning. But what about the weather? We, of course, don't mind. We have a roof on centre court. But, of course, it's going to affect the people behind us out on Henman Hill. But it says Carol Kirkwood's last day today. So we have sent Rishi along to take along a tissue in case she gets emotional.
And Sue, we might not be prepared for rain today, but we are prepared for Carol's last day. So we have got the tissues for tears. Carol, it's a very, very sad day because it's your Wimbledon final day of 2018. The last time we were together, though, you predicted perhaps a shower today.
That's absolutely right, Rishi. There could well be a shower. Now, the forecast for Wimbledon today is hot and sunny. Temperatures up to 26 Celsius, variable light winds, but later in the afternoon and into the early evening, we could just see a shower. Now, if we do, it could be heavy and slow moving. But the showers at the moment are forecast to the south and west of us, but one might just sneak up.
I don't think anybody around here believes the showers are coming because it's pretty hot out here. What about Saturday and Sunday? Will we need the roof on centre court?
Well, we might need the roof on Sunday as a parasol because it's going to be hot. So on Saturday it's going to be mostly dry. There's just a tiny risk of a shower. We'll be unlucky, depending on your point of view, whether we catch it or not. Temperatures up to about 28, and then on Sunday, scorchio 31 is quite possible here at Wimbledon, and it should be dry.
Are you sad that it's come to an end for you?
I'm gutted. I've had the best time even working with Sue. It's been fabulous, Sue.
That was a bit harsh.
I will find you later on, I can tell you, young Carol. And I'm going to hijack your diary and tell you that Wimbledon actually finishes on Sunday, not on Friday next year. But our thanks to Carol. Now we're going to start to look ahead to the two semi-finals. And first we're going to concentrate on Rafael Nadal. And he took part in the most immense match on Wednesday evening against Juan Martín del Potro. It was wonderful tennis, pure sporting theatre.
And it will be Rafael Nadal to get this quarter-final underway. The number 2 seed against the number 5 seed. Oh, what a shot from Del Potro. Nadal pounces. Wonderful again from Del Potro. Del Potro takes the first set off Nadal in this championship. And Rafa Nadal needs something special. Nadal has the break. It is Del Potro who leads. Oh, it gets better and better on centre court. It is now a local celebration from Nadal. Into a 5th set we go. Del Potro lives in this game. There's no more space for Nadal to run to. Superb, what a point! And Nadal creeps closer to the finish line. Says it all. He has it. Nadal wins. And Nadal across the net to see the man who scarcely deserves to lose this great encounter. What a match on centre court.
Oh, tennis at its finest, sportsmanship at its finest as well. Boris, what a match that was. What tennis they both produced.
Yeah, they bring out the best in each other all the time, and they have some memorable matches in the past, and this fifth that some of the angles they play, they're not possible. So kids at home don't even try them. You can't play like this. But Rafa and Delpo just play, the cross-court inside out, and then the forehand angle, we saw it a little bit. And at the end, the sportsmanship, they have great respect for each other. That's what sport's all about.
Yeah, two of the nice guys, aren't they? 4 hours, 48 minutes, is that going to be a factor in the legs today?
You'd think for normal people, yes, or even for normal athletes, but for Rafa, I just don't know. This guy there's a couple of athletes who keep coming back. Novak's one of them. Rafa, 4 hours, 40 minutes. I saw him in the gym yesterday. I was sort of basically trying to loosen up to get into the commentating box. And he looked way looser than I did. He played 4 hours, 40 minutes. He's in the gym just warming up. I was like, looking at him going, you've got to be kidding me. How is he loose like this already? So, I don't know. He seems to be able to recover incredibly well. And so, I'd say